Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. After watching multiple gameplay showcases and trailers, I'm really excited to talk about Resident Evil Requiem, the new mainline chapter in Capcom's famous horror saga that celebrates the series' roots. Capcom announced Requiem at Summer Game Fest 2025 as part of the franchise's 30th anniversary celebrations. This not only marks the 9th main game in the series, but also returns to the Umbrella-era storyline that fans have been waiting for. This 9th installment is a survival horror game scheduled to launch on February 27th, 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, Windows PC, and yes, even on the upcoming Nintendo Switch 2. Capcom built Requiem on its in-house engine, promising stunning visuals and a gameplay experience that blends classic Resident Evil tension with modern innovations. It already received major praise. It won 4 awards at Gamescom 2025, which makes me confident it's something special. What makes it exciting is Capcom's ambition and track record. They've said this game leverages everything they've learned from years of Resident Evil development. I'm also excited about the extras. There are some really cool bonuses like Fortnite skins for pre-orders, Leon and Grace amiibo figures, and even a special Resident Evil Switch Pro controller. On top of that, if you pre-order on the Epic Games Store, you get Resident Evil themed items in Fortnite. How cool is that? As a fan, seeing it win multiple awards at shows and already sitting at the top of wish lists is just the cherry on top of the hype. Trailers and demos have already teased details. Grace explores eerie places like the condemned Wrenwood Hotel and overgrown suburbs, while Leon's portions show burned out hospitals and the classic Raccoon City police station. We've seen Grace entering places like the overrun police station. It's literally Raccoon City again, and Leon fighting in what looks like a chainsaw-filled hospital corridor. The story kicks off in a ruined Raccoon City roughly 30 years after the outbreak, tying back to events from the older games. You play as two very different protagonists: FBI analyst Grace Ashcroft, a brand new heroine whose mother Alyssa was involved in the original Raccoon City incident, and returning of Leon S. Kennedy, now older and battle-hardened since his Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 4 adventures. Grace is basically a Raccoon City outsider and bookworm, new to the world of biohazards. Leon, by contrast, is back in Raccoon City, the place where his bioterror nightmare began, confronting his past. Interestingly, Capcom even used the Japanese slang Ikeoji for this older Leon, which roughly means an attractive older man or hot uncle. So yes, he's still got that fan favorite charm. Gameplay alternates between them, giving two very different flavors. Grace's sections are pure survival horror. She's usually alone, low on ammo, and facing puzzles and a relentless stalker monster. She can sneak, crouch under tables, throw bottles to distract enemies, and use a lighter to see in the dark, though the light can also attract monsters. Leon's sections turn up the action. They play in third person by default and give Leon a full arsenal of weapons. Pistols like the alligator snapper, a pump action shotgun, grenades, and even a new heavy Requiem revolver, plus a durable hatchet. He can pick up enemy weapons and parry with the hatchet. The game even lets you switch perspectives anytime, so Grace's horror scenes and Leon's action scenes can each use whichever first or third person view you prefer. The inventory is classic. Leon has a big 7x10 attaché case for gear, and Grace has a smaller case for herbs and supplies. Upgrading weapons is also back, letting you improve power, stability, and more. In terms of supplies, there's a neat crafting twist. Grace can mix enemy blood with scrap to create ammo and healing items, and Leon scavenges scrap and gunpowder to craft grenades. For example, Leon can even make a double stack grenade by taping 2 together. Love those Resident Evil details. There are some fun details. Leon's sections include his trademark charm. In one demo, he calmly quips, "I want to get a second opinion," when facing a chainsaw-wielding doctor. It's great to see his wit is still intact. Story-wise, Requiem ties strongly into the Resident Evil lore. Grace's investigation in the condemned Wrenwood Hotel connects to clues about a former Umbrella scientist named Victor Gideon. Leon is investigating Gideon's schemes in the Midwest at the same time. Capcom even says Requiem is meant as a remembrance of everyone affected by Raccoon City, so expect emotional nods adds to the series' history. On the technical side, the Resident Evil engine ensures this game looks amazing, with ray-traced lighting on PC. Capcom even used Switch 2 dev kits by first porting Resident Evil Village to make sure the game runs well on Nintendo's new hardware. The game has already topped wish lists and, as mentioned, won big at Gamescom 2025. Atmosphere-wise, it nails the classic Resident Evil vibe. The Renwood Hotel, derelict labs, and overgrown city streets all feel iconic yet fresh. Capcom also reinvented the zombies. Now they can pick up weapons and act unpredictably. The developers promise a rhythm of terror and relief. Grace's chapters crank up the fear, while Leon's unleash thrilling action as a kind of breather. So what do I like about all this? The variety and attention to detail are awesome. Sneaking through dark corridors as Grace and then instantly swapping to Leon to blast enemies feels like the best of both worlds. Grace's survival mechanics make every quiet moment tense, and Leon's arsenal and hatchet make combat feel powerful. It's the perfect balance of horror and firepower. Plus, all the nods to Resident Evil history, older heroes, family ties, shared locations, make it feel like a true celebration for fans. So in summary, it really seems like Capcom tried to cram the best parts of the whole series into Requiem, which as a fan, I absolutely love. Overall, Resident Evil Requiem looks like a dream come true. It honors the classic survival horror feel while adding modern polish and surprises. The hype is real, from those Gamescom awards to live-action trailers with Micah Monroe portraying a mom in the original 1990s Raccoon City outbreak. It's clear Capcom is rolling out the red carpet for fans. I trust them to deliver a thrilling and polished experience. I'm really looking forward to losing sleep over this one. Thanks for listening to my thoughts on Resident Evil Requiem. If you enjoyed this preview, please like and subscribe for more Resident Evil news, and I'll see you next time. Peace!